Hi everyone, NEKCanoeist here, and today I'm doing a VR for Deep South Experience Stan. Just giving his channel a shout out. I want to thank Stan for giving me the opportunity to participate in this giveaway. I did an EDC for Stan already, and it was funny. Stan's been in contact with me a little bit through PMs, and I actually wasn't checking them. I didn't know exactly what I was doing. They were in my inbox, and I'm like, I fell behind. I thought they were supposed to be coming through on my ringer bell. So anyways, I'm gonna do this VR for Stan at Deep South Experience, and he wanted to see my sleep system, my summer sleep system. Well, here it is right here. It's a pretty tried and true, inexpensive system. I would say I got from reading. I've had this for quite a while. I've read a lot of Cliff Jacobson's books on canoeing adventures. He's got some very good information, and so I actually went with the basic Scout tent several years ago. And this is what I use for my shelter in the summertime. Actually, for my 3-season tent, this is my shelter. Now, it's pretty basic. I actually have it storm rigged right now. I like the features of it. I go with a tent because a lot of times I have more than one person with me. It's not just me, it might be a family member. So that would be my reason for going with the tent. I went with this system here because it's pretty basic. If I broke something, I'm sure I could fix it out in the field as far as a pole, because it's self-supporting A-frame. It anchors down really well for storm proofing. As you see, I have a guide here, a guide here, a guide here, and I have anchor knots up on the frames, and then I have rolling truckers hitches secured to my stakes in the ground. So I'm gonna move my camera around back here, and I'm just gonna go along the sides, and you can see my anchor points for it on the sides and the corners. And then I have it anchored in the back as well. Now, I also have it, this is my anchor for the rear if I couldn't go into the ground. I have some tent stakes supported by some rocks, rather than if I couldn't put my stakes in the ground. And that would be it for my tent. That's my shelter system. And we're gonna go along and get looking on the inside of the tent for what I actually use for my sleep system. So hang on. All right. So I'm in my tent. I wanted to cover another thing too, why I use a tent. I like to store my extra gear inside it. And I also like to have the screening on it to protect me from the insects. I don't really like insects. So that's pretty much it about my shelter. I didn't add that before. I actually just came back in from my lunch, and now I'm gonna finish shooting my VR. So it's really noisy right now around my house, so hopefully we can get it without any interruptions. Okay, I'm gonna start with my I have a plastic ground cloth that I keep inside the bottom, and it stretches from one corner to the next corner. It's just like a tarp. It's actually just a plastic cloth, and I keep that to keep me dry. And I always place it on the inside to keep in case I'm on wet ground. It doesn't press through the bottom of the tent. That will keep all my stuff dry inside the tent. So one big plastic cloth laid from corner to corner on the tent. I use a lot of different pads depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll only carry one pad with me. Sometimes I'll carry multiple ones depending on how much room I get. My shoulders bother me a lot when I'm sleeping on the ground, so the more pads the merrier for me, but that's not always an option. So in the summertime, a lot of times I'll just have this ridge rest and this thermarest right here, which is a self-inflating pad. This one would be my base and this one would be my upper layer. Now this is the one that I use if I don't have a lot of space, to carry everything. If I have a lot of space, then I use this big one right here, which is quite a bit wider, and it's actually a little bit, it's a little bit higher, so it actually provides a little bit more cushion. So this is my big go-to one, and this is my little go-to one right here, this thermarest. It's just a trail light large, and this one here is a base camp extra large. So this is a thermarest as well. So both of them are thermarest. And then this one here is a thermarest ridge rest. This is my base one. So that covers my my pads. So if I have more than one person, obviously somebody gets the green one, and I usually take the blue one. So if it was me and my son, he'd get, this is his, and this one's mine. If I'm going ultra light, then I would just carry this one, and I wouldn't even have that one or this one. So that would cover my pads. Now I use these right in the summer, or I use them in the fall or spring. So I always have a pad with me. This is my wool blanket. Now my wool blanket, I carry that to support underneath my sides if I'm on uneven ground. It will go underneath, or I keep it folded right up, and that's my pillow right here. This is a eBay Faribo wool blanket, just like a stadium throw. And this is my camping blanket. I bring it with me everywhere. Once in a while, an actual pillow, a crushable pillow, and it will crush right down to nothing. But not too often. Usually I just carry my blanket. This would be more like for one of the children, or my wife, or somebody would get that. My sleeping bag, depending if it's a chilly night or not, I would use the blanket, or I have a couple different sleeping bags. My lightweight bag is no longer. It was thrown away last year, so I actually use this one for right now. This is just it's kind of an awkward, clumsy bag, but it's an LL Bean bag. I believe it's a rectangular bag. I like the rectangular bags as far as the size goes. And it's relatively lightweight, but it's still good enough to keep me warm on the chilly nights. I don't even know what it's rated. I think it's rated like a 40-degree bag. I think that's what it's rated at, but I'm not absolutely positive. It is big and clumsy, but it does the trick. It does pack up pretty mean, though, if I would put it in my one of my stuff sacks. But I think that pretty much covers my my sleep system, and my shelter for my sleep system. All right, so I am in different clothes and it is a different day, and it is Monday. Now, I did my first shoot on Sunday, and I got done with it, and I didn't like the way I finished it up, so I'm reshooting this one, and I want it to be a lot better than what I had before, so we're going to give this one a whirl. So if I'm redundant on anything, it's because I didn't remember what I actually put in yesterday's footage. So I'm going to do my shout out now, and my shout out for channel under 100 is going to be, I like this guy's style, the Bearded Clam. He's at 83 mark, and let's see if we can get him up to 100. I just enjoy listening to his, when he sits down, he chats. He's got, I just watched him make a breakfast the other day. He's got some really good points, and he's very fun to listen to. So that's my shout out, the Bearded Clam. And I really enjoy that red beard too. That's that's great. So anyways, that's my shout out. Okay, and I'm going to also shout out Stan's channel. I want to thank you very much, Stan, for giving me the opportunity to participate in this, and I'm really enjoy your channel. I like you're genuine, and you're a straight shooter, and you call it the way you see it, and that's the way you broadcast your stuff. So I'm glad that I'm a part of your channel, and I'm glad that you're a part of my channel, and I'm really enjoying supporting your channel. I hope the next time that when I do support your channel, doing some VR or anything, I want to cook you something or do something like that. That is something that's like, I get right into it, and that's something that I want to do for you, and it doesn't even have to be for a giveaway or anything like that. So sometime I'm going to cook something up pretty decent for you, because that's what I really enjoy doing, something in the outdoors. So I'm going to shout out Stan Deep South Experience, great channel, and if you're not subscribed to him, subscribe to him, check him out. It's not a waste of your time. I mean, he's great. So anyway, so I think this is about it for my VR for Deep South Experience, and I'm actually shooting it. I'm not even shooting it. I'm all packed up from yesterday, and I'm actually in my November sleep system. So I actually have some of my summer gear. I store a lot of my summer gear in my November sleep system. This is Command Central. This is my deer camp. So if anybody was wanting to know where I am, I'm actually in my rolling deer camp for November. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.